This week on Your City Now, controversial contracts at City Council. Is a Capitol Hill diner a landmark? And citizens participate in National Night Out. These stories and more are just ahead on Your City Now. A deeply conflicted City Council had to decide the fate of two community corrections contracts on Monday night. The contracts, totaling more than $10 million, were for facilities run by Core Civic and GEO, which also runs the ICE facility in Aurora.
The last moral dilemma Denver faces is the prison camp in Aurora that Denver tax dollars are, by extension, subsidizing by reauthorizing GEO.
The public spoke on both sides of this issue.
We work every day to work with individuals and to help them become productive citizens.
And there were additional consequences if the contracts were not renewed.
Over 500 people from Denver will be returned to prison or to jail.
Council discussed options and facts, and while not all 500 would necessarily have to return to jail, there were no guarantees.
There are folks optimistic that Department of Corrections will send them all to parole. That's a gamble.
In a stunning upset decision, Council voted down the two contracts. You can watch the full meeting at denver8.tv.
So what happens with the building? I think it's more nostalgic than it is brick and mortar, and I'm flattered that people enjoyed their time at Tom's Diner. And but it's ran its course. I'm looking to do something different.
That's Tom Messina, owner of Tom's Diner, the circa 1967 24-hour restaurant on East Colfax, making his case before a city council committee this week for being able to sell his business to a developer.
And then this is my retirement. I'm not a developer.
That developer plans to raise the restaurant and build an 8-story apartment building. But 5 members of the community applied for landmark status for the building. They see it as a historic landmark, and the city's Landmark Preservation Commission agrees. If council agrees, demolition of the building will not be permitted, and Mr. Messina's pending sale would be affected.
This building has significant historic significance to Denver and especially to Colfax.
After some discussion, the committee voted to move the final decision to the meeting of the full council scheduled for Monday, August 26th. As part of a package of safety improvements to Denver streets, Mayor Hancock moved to begin reducing speed limits on several streets. The speed reduction initiative is aimed at reaching the city's Vision Zero goal following several recent fatal crashes.
We hear the community's call for us to do more to prevent these tragedies, and believe me, we're trying to do everything we can to do those.
Data shows that Denver drivers are distracted drivers and more likely to drive above posted speed limits.
And so that's why the message is, first, safety starts with us. Safety starts with the user. So we have to figure out a way to educate and inform and encourage people to just operate safer.
Along with the speed reduction initiative, the city will be making infrastructure and enforcement improvements to increase safety on Denver streets this summer and fall. To see the full press conference, keep watching Denver 8. And for more information, go to denvergov.org. National Night Out is an annual event designed to bring neighbors together in order to create stronger communities, which is exactly what happened during an ice cream social held at Congress Park. Residents had a chance to get to know each other, police, firefighters, and city and state officials.
You know, Night Out is a great opportunity for members of the community to meet police and firefighters and really bringing together those community connections.
It does build community, getting out and engaging with neighbors, engaging with neighborhood organizations, other city officials. It's a great way for us to meet the people that we serve, figure out different ways to help them, as well as to get to know them, first name basis, have some ice cream together, have a good time. It's great.
City officials say the event is important because strong neighborhoods create safe neighborhoods.
And when you have a strong sense of community where people have an awareness who's on their block, who belongs on their block, neighborhoods tend to be safer. And it's important that we all have that sense of community.
You can catch new episodes of Your City Now every Friday. Thanks for watching, Denver.